So anyways, yeah, enjoy your humiliation, bitch.
This is morning pod. This is morning. Sorry, what? It's 10 in the morning, which feels good and normal.
What time do you normally wake up?
Honestly, I wake up like around 8 lately.
Okay.
But I guess it's the difference between like normal on a normal day, I'll wake up at 8 and then by 10 I'll have nothing to show for the fact that I've been up for 2 hours. So this feels different. So here we are. This is Sorry What? It's an advice podcast from me, Jared Goldstein. Please call in, leave your problems, and we will give you answers. The number is 516-900-4619. I'm here today with my incredible guest. I'm so excited to hear. Give it up for Kimchi.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to help.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah?
You're gonna help.
Yeah.
We're gonna change 3 lives today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we start with mine?
Of course.
It
We'll
changed-
change 4.
Okay. I don't know. Just
Do you need any advice?
will I be happy?
Will you?
I don't know. Okay.
I don't think anyone will.
I don't think anyone living here in LA is happy.
You know who's happy? I think people who like live by a lake and their families at the lake.
Yeah.
If you have that sort of infrastructure
Except
in your
that
upbringing,
you deal with a lot of mosquitoes if you live by the lake.
I feel like those people, they have God and they have Christianity on their side.
Yeah.
And the mosquitoes, they bounce right off.
It's true.
Meanwhile, I'm covered in them. I'm getting sucked dry not in a good way. And
Are there mosquitoes in LA?
there are now. There
Okay.
used to not be. They came, I think, like probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it's very bad.
Invasive species.
Yes.
Yes.
That. Yeah. I read that I hate mosquitoes. I don't know how you feel about them. You did
I
bring them
hate
up.
mosquitoes.
Yes,
I
you
don't
brought
think anybody.
them up
I don't think
quick.
anybody loves mosquitoes.
Yeah. Well, some people just like don't think about it. I don't think. But anyway, I get bitten up a lot. I hate them. I read that if all mosquitoes like were gone from the earth tomorrow, it almost would not affect the food cycle, the life cycle in any way.
Even like the geckos and like the little.
There's a bat. There is a bat somewhere. Which, by the way, buy bat. Who cares? Buy bat. But there's a bat that lives on mosquitoes somewhere in the world. But essentially, like if all mosquitoes were gone, the life cycle and planet Earth would be fine.
So then, why were mosquitoes created?
Because they're so fucking creepy looking. Aren't they so goddamn disgusting?
You know, they
and
spread
creepy?
diseases. They suck your blood. They make you itchy.
They look horrifying. When you find them in the middle of the night, it sucks because it's like I'm in bed, I've got my laptop, I'm watching something, and then you just see it cross the screen. And you got to turn the light on and it's me versus the mosquito and I have to find it. And if I can't find it, I have to try harder and wait longer. And yeah.
You know, you should get one of those. I have like this like bug catcher that is like UV light activated.
Yeah.
And it literally fries the bugs.
Does it work?
It works amazingly.
Does it make a humming noise?
It doesn't make a humming noise, but when a bug is burning, you hear it go zzz. And if like a giant fly like flies into it, it like catches on fire. And you see it being burnt alive. It's a little like psychopathic, but you know it's working.
Yeah.
So
where do you leave it in your house?
I leave it on my mantle on top of the TV.
Wow. Okay, and look into the camera and tell them your home address.
My home address is
Yes, that might be the address of a studio where this is maybe being filmed. Don't come here.
Yeah.
Don't stop. So don't get in your car.
There's
Stay
nothing
where
to
you
steal
are.
here.
There's nothing
I can
to
vouch.
see. Yeah, not a lot going on here. Okay, should we get into our first call? Let's just dip.
Yeah,
our toe.
let's
Oh
dig
wait,
into it.
wait. I take it back. I just remembered. Okay. I would like to do a little segment that we have made up here at the show. It's called Vogue, What's in My Bag? And I'd like to play with Kimchi because you have an adorable bag with you.
Oh, thank you. You know, had I known this was gonna be a segment, I would have brought a fancier bag and put some like interesting stuff in there.
This is perfect. I saw the bag and I recognized it right away because I've made a habit of stopping in at the Coach store.
When you're at the Grove.
Literally, you
No,
just called
me too.
it.
Like, usually, like I go to the AMC there,
Yes, same.
and then afterwards, like we go to Cheesecake Factory with my friends.
Okay.
But then the Cheesecake Factory usually has a line.
Yes, and it's right across the way.
So then you go into the Coach across the street until they call your name.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of Coach?
Actually, this is your first.
That's your
Coach
first
anything,
purchase.
yeah.
Okay,
I saw it
great.
and I was like, oh, it's like so teeny and dainty.
Isn't it so cute?
And my friends are like, you shouldn't carry that. It makes you look even more huge. But
Stop. It's amazing.
But I love it because you can also wear it as a wristlet.
Yes. I love a bag that is a wristlet.
And it's like, it's giving gay.
It's giving gay.
This lets people know.
And then you could argue that's a giant bracelet, making you look teeny
Exactly.
tiny. That's the biggest bracelet I ever saw. That's the smallest person wearing that bracelet I ever saw.
And if I carry this bag, it tells straight guys in the streets, I am gay. Do what you will with that information.
Yeah. Cross the street when you see me coming.
Exactly.
They see the Coach cherries kind of jingling.
Oh, the cherries are actually Michael Kors.
Bitch.
They were on
Did you
clearance.
also get that at the Grove?
No, I got this online. I just saw it, and it was on
Nice.
clearance, and I was like, "Oh, those are cute. I'll get it."
Yeah, you've really elevated the bag there.
Thank you. It's the accessories that makes a difference. So
let's play Vogue. What's in my bag?
all right, there's not
With
much stuff in
kimchi.
here because it's like a small bag.
Okay.
But first, I have my house key.
Okay, and again, full address right into camera.
Yes, I have a lot of cash.
Woo!
Should I count the amount?
Please.
$100, $10, $5, $5, $5. So I don't know why I have this $100 bill. It's been in here forever. And then all the other cash, I call it emergency valet money.
Yes.
Because you drive somewhere, and if they have valet, like I'm using the
Completely.
valet. in LA.
Bartenders.
Yes.
We do need cash.
Yes.
No one has it. I have it, and Kimchi has it.
But some valet, like now has Venmo and Zelle. Like they just show you the QR code.
Oh, wow.
And it's honestly a game changer.
Nice.
Yeah.
But keep the cash, though.
Yeah.
Keep
You
the
never
cash.
know. You
never know when you're going to be in a podcast,
Yeah.
and they're going to ask you to do a Vogue What's in My Bag.
Exactly. And then I have my car key.
Okay, great.
And then I have my the most important.
You have loose cards?
loose cards, yeah.
Wild. I guess that is the size of a wallet, so...
So it's basically a
bag.
wallet, yeah. So I have my IDs and credit cards, but most importantly, a Costco membership card.
Okay.
Because you never know when you're going to stop into a Costco. At
Wait.
least with my life.
Executive member, does that mean you have a high-level Costco?
I don't know if it's a high level Costco, but you get a certain amount of cash back for every purchase.
Okay, that is. I've
Yeah.
heard about this.
So as someone like who frequents the Costco,
Can you tell me about your Costco life?
I could tell you all. What do you know? What do you want to know about the Costco life?
Well, okay, we've touched on Costco memberships on this podcast before. I am a membership person, but not for Costco, only because I don't live near one. But I love a membership.
Where do you live?
I live in this neighborhood in West Hollywood.
Okay, so the closest one would be to you would be maybe the Burbank or the Los Feliz. Because if you
Wait, there's one in Los Feliz?
yes,
Okay, I'm joining.
I know all the Costco's in the LA area. No, because they all carry different stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so depending on what type of like people like live there and
Okay.
like what type of like clientele like frequents at Costco.
Yeah.
The stuff they carry is completely different. If you go to the one in Alhambra, they have like durian and like different like Asian dumplings and
Oh,
sauces. And then if you go to Los Feliz, it's mostly more like American groceries, and then there's
Yeah.
some like Mexican grocery stuff there too.
Sure.
And then one by
And then in Burbank, it's just
Burbank is just mostly
water bottles.
bottles.
and
Yeah.
kind of like craft service.
But then there's
stuff.
also Costco Business Center,
What is that?
which they also have like you can get like a whole lamb for like $150.
What?
It's for like
They put it in your
for
trunk?
like restaurants, you know, if you
A whole lamb? Wait,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like the whole lamb?
like a whole lamb,
Like
frozen. I know, and you can also get like
okay. So in my mind, I'm imagining a lamb with all the outside pulled off.
pretty much it's just like a big slab of like whole lamb meat frozen.
Oh, just a piece of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
but like a huge piece, like you like the whole meat.
Not like when you see the rabbits.
Oh no.
That's what I was imagining.
And then you can also get like restaurant size shaved hot pot meat.
Oh.
Not that I buy any of these things because I'm a single gay man living alone.
Okay.
But I just like to go into Costco and I like to look around.
Yes.
And first, I love to get my steps in by going aisle by aisle.
Yeah.
And I like to picture myself if I had a family. And it's like, what would I do with this if I had a family?
Yes. And we're your family now. Me and Mo are your family.
Exactly. but then I just walk away from it because I don't need it as a single gay man.
Sure. I mean, you're bringing the tiniest bag to the biggest store,
Yes.
and you're like, whatever could I do?
And I usually walk out with rotisserie chicken,
Sick.
cottage cheese.
Nice.
Um,
How big is the cottage cheese?
Cottage cheese. It's like a tub.
A tub? Just
Yeah.
one tub you leave with?
One tub, yeah.
Whoa. Oh, like a tub. Okay.
Tub, yeah. But I use it for like a lot of things.
Perfect.
Like, have you ever made like the viral cottage cheese wrap?
No, what is it?
It's half cup of egg whites and cup of cottage cheese
Doesn't the
blended
viral
together.
cottage cheese wrap sound like something that would make you sick that you should be afraid
No,
of?
it's actually really healthy for you.
No, I know, but it's the fact that it's viral cheese.
Oh yeah,
I'm going,
viral.
Huh, that sounds bad.
The pandemic wrap.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So what is the toast?
The toast.
The cottage cheese.
Oh,
toast?
it's not a toast. So you blend 1 cup of cottage cheese and half cup of egg whites or 2 eggs, and when it's smooth, you pour it into parchment paper and you bake it, and it becomes a flatbread that has no carb.
Oh wow,
It's all protein.
nice. Wait, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah, so I've been making sandwiches with this every day, and honestly, like
It's good.
yeah, you get like high protein and it fills you up.
What are you putting on the sandwich? Whisper the answer.
So I've been making different things every day. Just this week, I made a big batch of buffalo chicken salad
Okay,
out of chicken breast.
I did ask you to whisper the answer.
Oh, sorry. This week, I made buffalo chicken salad, where you take shredded chicken breast and toss it in Greek yogurt with a bunch of green onions, cilantro, and buffalo sauce, and mix it all up. And then you can just like toss it into anything. You eat it with crackers, put it in sandwiches, wrap, and it's healthy, high protein.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you have it.
there you have it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, I feel appetized and I'm ready to help people.
Okay, I'm ready to help people too.
Shall we take a voicemail? Headphones on. Hey there, all you rednecks. We're still working on that. We're workshopping that. Thank you for enjoying the show. If you are enjoying it, please support the show. There's 2 ways you can do that. You can call in and leave a voicemail. The number is 516-900-4619. That's 516-900-4619. Tell us your problem. Be descriptive, and literal celebrities of the stage and screen will help fix your problems. Another way you can support the show is by joining the Patreon. It's $5 a month, $10 if you're feeling freaky. It helps us create the show. We're doing this ourselves, and we want to make more of it. So please, you'll get bonus content, bonus episodes, more advice, you might get feet pics, honestly. We're going to see how this goes. So please join the Patreon. Please call in. I love you.
Hi, Jared. Big fan of the pod, big fan of you. I'm wondering, I have a dog. I walk it around my neighborhood, and I'm a responsible pet owner. I pick up my dog's poop. I always have bags on me. If I don't pick up my dog's poop, I make sure to get a bag later that day and pick it up. However, the other people in my neighborhood seem to love to leave their dog's poop anywhere and everywhere. And part of me wants to, put up signs in the neighborhood that's pick up your dog's poop, you dumb fucks. But then that would require more effort, not only from picking up my dog's poop, but now to making signs and putting them up in the neighborhood. So what do I do if I see someone walking their dog poops, they don't pick it up? Do I confront them? Do I just move on and walk around a shit-filled neighborhood? What would you do? I love you. Thank you.
We love you too. We love you too.
Okay, first, I sense a lot of anger and resentment.
Yes.
First, when you're walking your dog, I think you should take a deep breath first.
Okay. Hey, that's a great place to start.
Yeah.
It's never the wrong answer. Take a
Let's
deep breath.
not come from a place of anger if you're trying to convince other people to take the right course of action.
Yes.
And clearly you're in the right, and first of all, but she said, if I don't have a dog poop bag with me, then I'll pick it up later.
Yeah.
Which also implies that she doesn't when she goes out to walk her dog, she doesn't carry a dog poop bag in the first place.
All the time, maybe.
Yeah. Because when I walk my dog, I always put on my like dog jacket.
Yeah.
That also has like the bag already like in the pocket, so I can just like scoop it up if he does poop.
You have a jacket?
Just like for walking the dog, you know.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because normally at home I'm just like in tank top and then
Sure.
just throwing a little jacket when it gets a little breezy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you see someone,
Yeah, this is
Like-
kind of interesting. If you see someone,
because I feel like most people would walk away if they know people aren't watching.
yeah.
So if they see you watching them
yeah.
and then they actively chose to walk away from the poop and not clean it,
Yeah.
then that's almost like a deliberate fuck you.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and at that point, if someone doesn't give a fuck like that, you should maybe stay away from them.
I know. That's the thing. It's like people are I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of people. People, when I'm driving, people are ready to get out of the car. People are ready to confrontate. And I'm scared. So I'm like, maybe it might not be worth it. If I saw someone, you wanna say something, but like
Yeah.
you better be ready for whatever you are gonna get. That's what I'll say. If you're gonna call someone out like on the street, just get ready. You might have more of a interaction than you hope for.
I think the best thing she could do is ask him, "Oh, I have an extra dog bag. Would you like one?"
Oh, okay.
You know, I feel like that would be like a reasonable thing to do. And if they
Yeah.
say yes, give it to them.
Yeah.
And if they say no and walk away, say like, "Oh, then this person really does not give a fuck."
Yeah.
And I would say, get out of your neighborhood.
Move. You need to move.
If your neighborhood is like filled with dog shit, like you gotta get out of there, girl.
That's there's other places to live.
And I'm sure like some people are like, "Oh, it's not that easy." And, you know, it is never easy living in America. You know,
I don't have a dog, so I don't really. Maybe you can
I have
sort
a
of
dog,
educate
yeah.
me on this. Why would you walk your dog without poop bags? Why would you even
that's
leave the
crazy to
house
me.
without them?
because it wouldn't give me anxiety just even the thought of like walking away from like a poop and then like my neighbor calling me out. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'd rather just pick up the poop like many times.
You know what? Okay, here's
And also like, I don't understand this notion that her neighborhood is like filled with dog poop, because most people who are homeowners, even if they see like a dog poop in their yard, they will probably want to pick it up because they don't want shit in their yard.
of course.
So what neighborhood is this where people were just like leaving all this like dog poops everywhere?
Call in and give us your home address. Call back.
Yeah, so I would
listener.
say, yeah, get out of the neighborhood at that point.
Okay, so I don't have personal experience with this, but in my apartment complex we have like a trash area. And I have some neighbors who do not break down their fucking boxes and just leave them either on top of the recycling
Oh my God.
or right next to it on the goddamn ground. And it also is sort of essentially like in the center of our like parking structure. So like they will leave trash where cars need to be driving.
Oh no.
It is rude. And I have gotten to a point where like once in a while I'll break it down and I'll myself and I can't believe you rude neighbor. But once in a while, because your fucking name and address is on this box that you have left.
That's true. So everybody knows, like,
Imagine if your dog shit had your full name and address on it.
yeah.
I would say, I bet you'd pick it up then. But my neighbors are still leaving it. So what I have done in the past, I take the boxes, I walk them to their front door, and I leave it on the front door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Break down your boxes, you animal. Have some respect for your community.
You know, props to you for having that much energy.
It's right there on the box.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it. I will walk it back to your house. You'll open the door. Your box will be right there.
Another solution to this would be moving out of there. I'm kidding.
Move
I'm
out
kidding.
of there.
I'm kidding.
I would say pick up the dog. The mic. Is this better? And you can still hear me. Oh, okay, cool. I was feeling insecure about my. Oh no. Okay, cool. If I couldn't hear you. Cool. Okay, so my advice is pick up the dog poop, DNA swab it, identify the dog, find the owner,
and throw it their face.
and
your bare
make
hands.
them pay.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna get it.
Yes. I also think if everyone's car had their social media handle on it, people would drive a lot better.
That's so funny because you know Jojo Siwa's car?
No.
So apparently it's like fully decked out like in her face. Um
Okay.
and then the other day I just saw like a TikTok of someone the other day like, oh like I'm driving but Jojo Siwa just cut me off, and it was like a video of Jojo Siwa's like car like
Oh
cutting
my
like this person
God.
off, and I'm like, "So this is why you can't put your face
On
like
your
on a car."
car.
Yeah.
Look, I would tell myself if information is on the box, you're gonna put it away nicely, and you don't. I think if you have your social media on your car, you're gonna drive better. Sounds like Jojo Siwa, maybe not.
Well, she's in our bad girl era, so you know what? You cut that girl off, Jojo
Yeah.
Siwa.
And I always say on this podcast, you always reserve the right to slice up some potatoes and just start chucking them. Just throw them any which way. They're not going to break anything. There's a certain amount of vandalism that leaves no damage.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to help these people, right?
Yeah. Yes. Find
Yeah.
any way. One time, someone had a problem with a car alarm going off. I said, Google, because I don't know what it is. Google like zero damage car vandalizing. Someone mentioned maybe it was like shaving cream, but I was like, just triple check that shaving cream doesn't like
Take
in
the
the
coating off
sun,
of
take the
yeah,
paint
yeah.
off, figure out whatever sort of foolproof zero damage vandalism, and just go off. Teach people a lesson.
Yesterday I was like laughing so hard because while I was driving, the car in front of me. So you know when the cars get like really dusty,
Yeah.
and then sometimes people will just like write things on the window like with their fingers, like removing the dust in that area.
Yes.
In the back of his window it said "Get a job."
I
And I was like, was this to the owner of this car, or is this owner telling everyone in the world
everyone
to get
else.
a job?
Hey, it's advice I could use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not have a job? You have a podcast.
I have jobs, but they, in this industry, what is a job? You know,
You're a freelancer.
Yes, emphasis on free. I need it to be a little less free. I got a lot of free time. I got a lot of free energy. This podcast is free. Unless, of course, you join the Patreon.
Yes, please join Jared's Patreon.
Please join.
Yeah.
Yes, listen to Kimchi.
Otherwise, Jared will have to resort to organizing rich people's closets.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's like what most like comedians do in between.
Yeah.
gigs.
Oh, I know a couple. I know a couple. Yeah. I think I would be pretty good at that job.
Are you organized?
I can be really organized.
Yeah.
This morning, my producer called me a planner, and it felt pointed.
Oh.
It felt like an attack.
Like you're one of those
okay.
like OCD like.
Yeah, I'm a planner. All right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm gonna plan. I have big plans for you, and they're violent. Yeah, I'm planning something, and you're not gonna like it. Okay, I feel like we should play a game.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you like games?
I love games.
Okay, so not only do I, so this podcast it's a challenge for me to learn to be a better listener. I'm not great at it, and beyond that, I also never know who anyone is talking about ever. So we're gonna play a game called Sorry Who, and I'm going to name some well-known people. I'm going to identify some well-known people, describe them,
Okay.
and we're going to see how many you can correctly identify.
Okay.
And for everyone that you can't, you'll say sorry who.
Okay.
And for everyone you get wrong, there are no consequences.
Just humiliation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is an ultimately merciful game.
And people are chronically online telling me, you didn't really know them? I can't believe it.
Really?
Nah,
Oh,
nah.
yes. That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. This is Sorry Who with Kimchi. Okay. Plays Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad.
Sorry, who?
Aaron Paul. All right. Off to a bad start.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Okay. Author of the Twilight series.
Stephanie Meyer.
Correct. Plays Kendall Roy in Succession.
Never seen Section, so sorry, who?
Jeremy Strong. Author of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh,
You have it.
I have it.
Trust yourself. Look within. Check inside your coach purse.
Oh my God, what's the white person's name?
Yes, this is often what happens during this game. They go, I know it's a white person. Who's the white person?
Oh, but sorry, who I can't remember right
It's
now.
Harper Lee.
Oh, Harper Lee, yes.
Okay, the second president of the United States.
I know it's a white person.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know this one's really hard. This one's the meanest one that I have.
Well, to be fair, I didn't go to elementary school in America.
Okay, yes.
So
No, there's no judgment value on not knowing these answers.
no, but I feel like I should know these things. I don't know. Hoover,
That's incorrect. It's John Adams.
John Adams.
I
Okay.
also didn't know. There's a really fun drop off
Mm-hmm.
between everyone knowing who the first president of this
Yeah.
country is and almost absolutely fucking nobody knowing who the second is.
But also with name like John Adams, like come
I
on,
mean, come on.
like your parents named you John Adams, like you're gonna be forgettable.
It's one of the most forgettable names possible. Okay. Also, I feel like that is the name of so many like drag race girls.
Like John Adams.
You know, you find out their name and it's like not
They say
Sharon
like
Needles, you know?
all like the boomer drag queens, like their
Uh-huh.
names are like Champagne Diamond, like
Yes.
named after things they can't afford.
Okay.
Followed by like their house name, you know, like Champagne Diamond, like Wellington or something like that.
Yes. Wait, I for a while I had a just private use. I had a drag name which was Sushi Summers.
Sushi Summers, yeah.
It's kind of in that world.
Yeah, so then millennial queens are like puns.
Yes.
Usually.
My pun name, Rinzi Rohan.
At one point I was Disney princess.
Were you?
The very first night I didn't drag. I don't even consider it real. Yeah.
Incredible.
I was trying to decide between Lucy Lube or
Perfect.
Disney princess.
Wait, Lucy Lube is great.
Right? I actually met Lucy Liu and I told her like that story. And she was like, I'm actually upset that I didn't make the cut.
Yeah. How did you land at kimchi?
Do you want the PR version or do you want like the real version?
Whatever you like.
I want a name that represented my culture.
Yes.
But sounds feminine at the same time.
And then we'll put the real answer in the Patreon.
And the real answer is I want a name that represents my culture.
Okay, perfect. Sometimes answers are good and real.
Oh wait. Then the Gen Z queens.
Yes.
Their names are like named after objects like chair, necklace.
Oh, really?
Pearl.
Pearl. Okay. All right. I am Vaz.
Vaz. Yeah.
Coming to the stage, Vaz.
I thought about this. It would have been so funny if my drag name was Gay LOL.
Gay LOL?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, that's actually really good.
Wouldn't that be a really funny drag name?
Yes.
Like you see like a show poster and you see all these drag queens and then there's one that just says
Gay
LOL.
LOL?
Top.
That's really good.
Welcome to the stage, Gay LOL.
It almost makes you think of like cries in Spanish.
Yes.
Or
yes,
something,
yeah,
like
yeah,
something in that
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're halfway through the game. Let's keep going. Okay, the winner of season 2 of American Idol.
Oh, Ruben Studdard.
Correct. Okay, a 70s rock band. Their album is called Asia.
In excess.
Incorrect. It's Steely Dan.
Okay.
Okay, the current CEO of Apple.
Current CEO of Apple. Steve Jobs retired.
In heaven.
He died?
Yes.
When did he die?
This morning.
How long ago did he die?
Like just minutes. He was alive when we started the game.
Oh, oh God, I have no idea.
That's okay. He is gay, so this is kind of problematic of you not to know.
Just Elon Musk?
Get him! Get him! No, it's Tim Cook.
Tim Cook? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Inventor of the lightning rod.
Oh, Ben Franklin?
Correct. Inventor of the light bulb.
So it is credited as Thomas Edison, but it's actually not.
Whoa. Okay. You're breaking the game. This is like at the end of like the Hunger Games movie where she shoots the arrow into the screen and it breaks. That's what you're doing to me right now. Wait, what's the real answer?
Because I just read the other day where Thomas Edison actually just like stole the whole like invention from like another scientist.
That sounds right.
So he's like, he gets the credit for it, but it's actually a different scientist that I don't know.
Is it Dexter from Dexter's Lab?
DD.
Okay, and the final one plays Edward Cullen in Twilight.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
Correct. That's been Sorry Who with Kimchi.
And I learned something new today.
You really did.
John Adams, second president. Yeah.
second president.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
It's at the time where I lost spelling bee in the final round, and that word is like forever like ingrained in my head. As
Did
like
that
a
happen?
trauma. Yeah.
What was the word?
Hippopotamus.
Wait, let me see. I think I can spell it. HIPPOPATAMUS.
No.
No.
HIPPOPOTAMUS.
Oh, I get that through Aetna.
But now you know
Anthem.
how hippopotamus is spelled.
Okay, great. Okay, can you spell hemorrhoid?
HEMROID.
Wrong. I have a theory that the only people who can spell hemorrhoid have them.
Oh, HEMHEMORROID.
Oh, you're so close, but I think there's an H. It's RRHOID.
Oh, okay.
Hemorrhoid.
HEMORRHOID.
I actually think you were right. I'm gonna walk it back. I think you were right just now.
HEMORRHOID.
No, I was right.
Oh, okay.
There's an H. There's like a sneaky little H in there.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, I've never gotten hemorrhoid, and I hope to never.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
But that'll change.
We start bottoming.
Oh, actually, that brings
so hard
us
being a top.
yeah. That brings us perfectly into our next call. Okay, let's roll it.
Oh, yeah, had this headphones the entire time.
Just leave them on. Leave them on. They look good. It's good with your outfit because you're all black. Yeah, black
DDT
hat.
in the house.
Yeah, you look great.
Okay, hi. So I'm calling with a question regarding penetrative sex, which I've recently been told I should actually say inserted to be more inclusive. So butt sex. I'm talking about butt sex, and I feel like I consider myself, I identify as a side at this time, but I feel like I was conditioned to be like a bottom, like growing up in my waist or affect or whatever. Like I think people just feel like put into boxes, and mine was bottom. But then like I don't know, like I just don't enjoy. The bottom line is I don't enjoy. Is there a time limit on this? Whatever. The bottom line is that I don't enjoy that type of sex. But I do like the other things like this for sure. So, but I feel like anytime that you're like seeing someone new, there's this like really weird, awkward like tension between like getting ahead of it and being like, oh, I'm a side, because then the alternative is that then you get into the bedroom and then it's like, oh, you've like been seeing this person and now it's like, oh wait, this like big bomb that you drop. Although I guess people drop bombs like latent things literally all the time. But well, whatever. And so I think this like my question is like advice regarding like walking the line between being like, oh, I'm a side and not being like your whole freaking identity and kind of allowing that to like take a back seat. And was this enough words to understand the question?
I'm confused.
Oh, that's it. There it is. Okay.
Wait, what is the question?
So basically, a huge bottom just called to waste our time.
It sounded like he called us when he was like underwater or something.
yeah. He was swimming in cum.
Yeah.
And he called the podcast.
I think he called us, tell us that he doesn't enjoy penetrative sex, and that was
Yes, and he's a side, and kind of like what to do about that.
Yeah.
Honey, get fucked.
Honey,
no, that's not my answer.
Live your life to the fullest. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I still know what is the question?
Okay, you know what I actually thought? Wait, the question is like, do you tell like how do you tell people that you're a side when you're dating, and when do you bring it up? Is it because sometimes if you wait too long, there's like this tension and there's this surprise, and how do you get into it right away? But I was thinking actually a great thing you could do if you are a side is present this Coach bag and say, hey, look, you might not be able to fuck me in the ass, but put it right there, babe.
No. This bag will make sure you don't get fucked in the ass. We are not sponsored by Coach, by the way.
Okay. But yeah, there's a perfect kind of smooth, leathery for you to go to town on.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
this.
I
You
don't.
can
I
even put your
wonder.
fist.
I think for the most part, like I think I've had a perfect like 50-50 experience of like hooking up with a person who like really was wanting to have like what did he say the new thing is? Not penetrative sex. It's I missed what the audio was not great, but anyway, there's a new term for it. But there's people who really want that, and then half the time I am hooking up with someone who's like really chill, absolutely does not care. Actually, I would say it's more like 70-30.
Well, because penetrative sex takes so much like preparation.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot of work. You can't like in the movies, you see people just like kissing and just like going straight into it, you know?
It's the way it's portrayed in movies is so annoying, and you can really tell. It's like when two almost exclusively straight actors are like playing gay and they're like fucking in a movie.
Oh my
they
God.
make it look like football. It's so
like literally
goddamn annoying.
Sex scene in Brokeback Mountain, the first time they have sex.
Oh
it's
yeah,
supposed to be this like beautiful thing where they're like discovering like their sexuality.
yeah.
But literally they just go.
Yeah, and they're just both agonizing and like it's just. Did you read the short story of Brokeback Mountain?
I did not.
It's really nice. It's kind of just the movie verbatim, but it's so nice.
Does it end better than the movie?
I mean, it's shorter.
But does it have Anne Hathaway?
No, Anne Hathaway is not in it.
Sort of short 3 out the window.
Yeah.
No Anne Hathaway, no life.
Yeah, but no, it's like this is less of a problem nowadays. But like in like the aughts, I watched so many, especially like these kind of like HBO, Showtime. Like remember when those shows were like, this is where you go, like, and they would like write in a gay character, but it was like written by straight people, played by straight people, and it would be two guys like literally like fucking playing football. They're like, ho, 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 ho. Like they flip them on, they're like, ho, ho, and then the actual sex is like the top is going like, whoa, 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 and then the bottom's going, raw, 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 and it's like, and they're like playing like rock music by like a rock band who plays rock, and I'm just like, this is the least gay thing I have ever seen.
And then Queer as Folk came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like the complete opposite end.
Although it was similar in a certain way. Like they did do a lot of like aggressive sex to rock music.
That's sure, but there were a lot of sensual moments too.
But there were gay people and there was real gay face. Real gay. The first time I ever saw gay face on screen was
really?
Queer as Folk. I went, look at that faggot.
Mine was too. And I was actually watching with my straight cousin. It just came on TV and we were just watching and not realizing like what the show was.
Yeah.
And in the very first episode.
And by the way, straight cousin, one of the worst cousins you can
I
have.
know, right? Yeah.
Oh.
There's like a scene where like the guy Justin is getting like a rim job from Brian. And within like the first like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is he doing? Like, why is he like back there?
Yeah. Isn't it kind of wild?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was so sad. I thought, oh no, I'm gay. It means I'll never get to like have like face-to-face sex.
I mean, we could. It just,
of course we can, but I just didn't realize that. Also, I thought every time I saw a movie, every time like a man and a woman were having sex like doggy style, I thought it was anal. Literally every time. I was shocked.
I know.
The amount of heterosexual anal. I saw so much heterosexual anal before I saw any gay anal.
Well, you don't have to worry about pregnancy if you do it on the butt.
That's true.
Especially with Roe versus Wade being overturned nowadays.
Oh my God. What a crazy world, huh?
I know. Let's not spiral, but...
That's what I say every time before I bottom. Let's not spiral, but...
Fun.
Okay.
But ruin me.
But ruin me.
Take away my rights.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we've successfully helped aside.
Yeah,
Did
he help?
Did we really say anything? I guess the more upfront you can always be about stuff. Unfortunately, communication is really as key as people say, which is so annoying because I'm like, they're so self-satisfied when they say communication is key, and I'm like, communication is key, but it really is.
Also, do you have a humiliation kink? If you do, let everybody know.
Yeah, keep it out there.
You keep it out there, yeah.
Yeah, because if people know, the sooner they know, the better. And like, I've like, especially with like dating apps and like hookup apps, like you can just put all that information right there, and it's like, set it and forget it. It's done.
And I think the thing that I'm supposed to say is like, don't worry, you're gonna find someone who loves you for you and cherishes for you, but you probably won't.
You probably won't.
Yeah, you probably won't.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking from an experience.
Hey, life is hard.
Yeah, life is hard.
Life is hard.
Yeah.
All right, get a little coach bag when you can.
My chastity coach bag.
Oh,
It'll
my
keep you
God.
abstinent
Yeah.
against your will.
You might not get fucked, but you can get a Coach
Yeah.
purse.
Like, you might not get fucked to the point where you're not even sure if you're gay anymore, you know?
Yeah. I watched a documentary on asexuals, and for about a week, I was considering it. I was like,
Considering asexual.
or just like maybe that's what's been going on all along. Like I didn't always know I was gay. I was like, maybe I didn't know I was asexual.
Maybe I just hate all men.
That's possible.
You know, they built
Yeah.
a system. They've ruined a lot of us. There's enough like self-loading gays that like fucked it up for all of us. You
It's pretty crazy out there.
know?
Yeah. We have really uplifting advice here today.
So, anyways, yeah, enjoy your humiliation, bitch.
That's amazing. Okay, let's take a third voicemail.
Hey, Jared. Good to hear from you. I think you're beautiful as always. And my question is, what do I do when I am not sure if my neighbor across the hall has been trying to steal my shoes? We both keep our shoes outside of our apartments because we live in New York and it's kind of gross. So we leave our shoes outside. But I feel like a couple of the pairs I have been wearing recently have been going missing. And like they're put back because we're all, put our shoes back outside, but they're a little bit closer to, they're not where I left them. So I'm thinking my neighbor's maybe trying to steal my shoes. So, all right. Thanks for the help. Live, laugh, love. You're a star. Love you.
I love you too. All right. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I'll tell you where I'm at, and then you can tell me where you're at.
Okay.
So first of all, I love that you're taking your shoes off before you go in your apartment.
Yes.
That is something I really try to live by.
Yes.
I am a little perplexed about leaving them outside of your apartment. That makes sense. I understand why, but that does seem.
I don't understand why.
It seems a little risky. I think if you live in a building, I'm assuming they live in a building.
Yeah.
So you leave them, it's like they're not really going to get like stolen because you're in a building. So anyone in the building is supposed to be there for the most part. But you are playing with fire for sure.
But why wouldn't you just
Leave them in the apartment?
in the apartment?
Because maybe apartments can be tiny.
But you could leave it in the doorway.
You could leave it somewhere. Maybe they might not have space, but I think as soon as you're leaving anything outside of your apartment, you're really sticking your neck out.
There's like this rule where if anything is not nailed down,
Yes.
they don't belong to you. Like when you're outside.
Yes.
And then even if it's nailed down, if it's easily like liftable, then it's not
So
nailed
even
down
if it's
enough.
nailed down, it's not yours. Nothing is yours.
Especially like in New York, where there's like so many like random people like bustling around.
Yeah.
The only
think
reason
about every delivery person who's coming up.
Yeah.
Every food delivery,
Or
every
random,
package, right? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of traffic.
Yeah. So the only reason why I can see the scenario being acceptable is you're wearing boots in the winter and there's snow on the streets.
Yeah.
And then you didn't want to bring like all that salt and snow into your apartment.
Yeah.
So you leave it at the front door.
Yeah.
But except for that situation, there's no reason why your shoes should ever be outside, I think, no matter how tiny your place is.
I leave my shoes outside sometimes, these specifically, because I wash them. These are a year old. Are you impressed?
Wow, they look really good.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
1 year old.
Sustainable.
Yeah, because they're like
they're
made of like
white.
sock material. So I just wash them and a little OxyClean, bam, all stains gone. But when they're all soaking wet, I leave them out in the sun.
Yeah,
dry.
that makes sense. Yeah.
But every time I leave it, a little part of me is kind of like, I feel like maybe like a squirrel who's like walking away from a nut. And I'm just kind of like, I think that'll be fine. But if any day I come home and they're gone, I mean, it would suck. But I kind of would be like, you played with fire and you got burned.
But if you want to like look at the grand scheme of things,
yeah.
and let's say someone stole your worn out used shoe,
Yeah.
maybe they really needed it. And I'm not saying like it's okay, but if you're in a place where you're financially able to walk your ass down to Marshall's and buy, Even Costco sells shoes. And
I love your no nonsense advice. You're like, move, shut up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find love. Those shoes aren't yours, bitch. Oh, you nailed them to the ground? Well, guess what? They lifted the nails. Fuck you. I'm kimchi.
Buy new shoes. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. This is a reason for you to go buy new shoes.
Maybe so. I would imagine if they're leaving the shoes out, they're the kind of shoes that, like, if they went missing, they'd survive that.
Yeah.
But if your shoes are getting moved around, like, they're getting touched. People are touching your shoes.
Especially if one of your neighbors like brave enough to steal shoes from someone in their building.
Yeah.
That's also someone you don't want to fuck with.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. Like, if they're willing to do that, you don't know what
But
they're willing to do.
If you really want to test it out, and allegedly, like,
No, I love it. I love kind of like setting little safe traps.
get like, just to see if anyone is actually like stealing them. Get like a shoe from like, I don't know, thrift store or something.
Okay. A Jessica Simpson heel.
Put thumbtacks in the bottom of it and leave it out in front of your door, and maybe that'll teach them a lesson.
Okay. When I was in like 3rd grade, we had a science fair, and we had to bring inventions. And we had to come up with an invention. And my invention was snow boots that release salt. So when there's ice everywhere and snow, you just walk and the salt is kind of... But here's why that's a terrible idea. It requires you to walk on ice, which is dangerous. And then also, it
doesn't melt right away.
It doesn't melt right away. Just throw there's no reason for shoes.
Yeah.
But, children are encouraged. And I guess it was nice that I was encouraged, but I also did feel embarrassed because every time I thought back on it, I go, that was the worst idea. Why did my parents, why did my teachers, why did my community, why did my leaders, why did anyone support that idea? That should have been shot down. That should be like, no, that's not a good idea for the following reasons.
To be fair, we make a lot of we have a lot of dumb ideas when we were younger.
Yeah.
But that's part of life. It's just growing up, making mistakes, learning from it.
What are the dumbest ideas you had when you were younger? Start doing drag.
You might be onto something.
Yeah. How long have you been doing drag?
I've been doing drag for almost 13 years now. Holy crap.
Whoa.
I know. I feel old.
Look how far Lucy Lube has come.
Disney princess.
Disney princess.
I stand before you as a friend, as an entertainer.
Yeah.
As a teacher, as a lover. Maybe not a lover. I don't
When was the first time you realized you were good at it and that it was going to work?
I'm still waiting for that moment. Time is ticking.
But did you have them? Did you have them where you were like, "Oh, this is going well. People are excited by what I'm doing. I'll probably keep doing it."
So, my trajectory in drag has been a little bit like less than traditional. Because the first night I did drag, I got booked for a show, and then one of the first times like I went to like a party in drag, I got booked like to be the host.
Oh wow!
And then first time I applied on Drag Race, I got on. So there's been like
Prodigy.
no,
a wonderkin.
No. Prodigy is a strong word, but I've been very like blessed, like every step of the way.
Yeah,
so.
Like you just felt like it was calling you forward.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Like things just kind of like fell into place, like as I did it.
And where'd you start?
In Chicago.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
Clean city, man.
Very clean.
That city is so clean.
Because we always say the reason Chicago is so clean is because we have alleyways. Because all the garbage goes in the alleyways.
Really?
Yeah, unlike New York, where the street like garbage goes in the street, Chicago like keeps it on the alleyway, and the garbage trucks all just only go through the alleyways too, so you never see the garbage trucks in the streets.
You've taught me a real thing today.
Oh.
I talk to so many people, they teach me nothing. You just taught me something.
All right.
Well, the first time I went to Chicago, I was blown away by how clean it was. I was like, because coming from New York City, I'm like, what the heck? This looks like a movie set. This looks like a fake city. This is crazy.
That's like the perk of your entire city burning down during the Great Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
And then they can rebuild it,
When was the Great Chicago Fire? And why did you start it?
Hey, sir. Because I was lit.
Okay, so you start in Chicago, the
Yeah.
cleanest city in the world because of the alleys.
Mm-hmm.
And you're so good at makeup. Were
Oh,
you doing
thank you.
makeup before you did drag, or were
No,
you just like learned?
but I've always
because
been
of
like a fine artist.
Okay.
So, I've done like sculpture, painting, like graphic design.
So you were kind of like queued up for
Yeah.
that, but it was when you started drag, that was day one of you doing makeup.
And then it's like, all right, I guess my face is the canvas now, as opposed to like a paper or an easel.
Wow.
And then it just sort of like happened from there.
And do you feel like now because of YouTube, like people get better faster at makeup?
Oh, for
because of
sure.
YouTube?
Yeah. And it's great. Also, the culture is different too, because when I first started, there weren't that much like makeup out there that was like pigmented and
Yeah.
like affordable. Back then, you'd have to buy like one thing of like color eyeshadow for like $20.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even be that pigmented. Nowadays, there's so much product.
Yeah.
Including this like one brand called Kim Chic Beauty that makes
Get
amazing
it.
products.
It's called Kim Chic.
Kimchi Chic Beauty.
Oh, Kimchi Chic.
Yeah.
Hey, go get it.
Sold nationwide on JCPenney's and CVS or on our website, kimchichicbeauty.com.
Oh, I bet it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
I think about this all the time, like and I am a stand-up comedian, and the ways that the internet has like sort of impacted and changed our industry are notable. But I feel like the industry of drag has changed so much in the last 10 years.
Oh, for sure.
And in part because of the internet, in a way that's like people like you who started drag 13 years ago, you had no fucking clue.
There were like
what
less
that would-
resources back then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to learn how to do drag makeup, you needed to make a friend.
Yeah, and that's why like around like Halloween time, all the muscle boys suddenly become friends with the drag queens.
Uh-huh. Oh god.
And then it would happen to me too, like around like October,
Yeah.
like all these like random like hot muscle gays like suddenly want to be my friend, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna ask like see one day ask me to do your makeup for Halloween, and it eventually comes. You get that text, and I'm like, I knew it.
That was me, but trying to return like a crop top to Topshop.
Topshop
On November 1st,
Oh.
covered in pit stains. And the homo behind the counter was like, no, bitch, you're not returning this. And then also funny, October 30th, I'm at that same Topshop buying it. And I went to, I'm like looking, I did like an Ariana Grande costume. And I went to the dress. I didn't know what dressing room to use because I was buying women's clothes, and this was years ago. And I was like, so I guess I'll go to the women's dressing room because these are women's clothes. I don't know what to do. I was like, if I walk too far, some alarm will go off. So I walk up to the women's dressing room, and I guess I probably looked a little bit confused to be there. And I was like, hey, I'd like to try these on. And then the employee working there, she saw me, and I was like, am I in the right place to try these on? And then she goes, you can try these on in any dressing room. It was so sweet.
Did you have long hair back then too?
I did, yeah.
So you're like, am I in the right place?
yeah. She was being an ally.
Yes.
Not to my community, but she was being an ally to the community.
Yes.
And it was just so funny too that it was truly October 30th. I'm like, something's context, but yeah. I don't know why I started telling that story.
Yeah. So you shop at Topshop?
Now it's gone, right?
Yeah. I think so. They all disappeared.
They're gone. Was it replaced by ASOS? Did ASOS like absorb Topshop?
Oh, is that what happened?
I think that was maybe what happened.
Oh.
I'm looking over at Mo like he knows. He does?
Yes.
Yes? That's what happened. Did you know that? He looked it up.
Topshop used to be like American Apparel, and Topshop used to be like everywhere. And then one day I woke up and they were all gone.
They're gone. Yeah. You know what I'm really into? Cotton On.
What is that?
Cotton On. Have you been to Cotton On yet?
No.
I guess it's sort of like American Eagle, but for now.
Okay.
And it's
The Gen Z's American Eagle.
Yeah, they just have like really great like neutral
Okay.
basics. Just think about it.
Okay.
Cotton On.
Cotton On. Where's
Yeah.
like a store around?
They're all over. They're like
Okay.
anywhere there's a mall, there's
Yeah.
pretty much a Cotton On. They must be owned by like the Gap or something. You know how they're
What's
all
this? Is like owned by Shein, and we're like promoting fast fashion on your podcast.
I'll promote anything. If you promote me, I'll promote you.
Pay her.
Pay her.
Pay her.
Pay her.
Pay her.
Oh, I lost. Okay. What are you wearing?
Right now?
Yeah. What are you shopping?
This is from. I got this in Japan from like a boutique. It sounds bougier than it is, but
Hey,
I was just in Japan and I was like, oh, I like that. I'll get it.
incredible.
My shoes are Crocs.
I have those in white and brown.
Yeah, I forgot that this is like a full body podcast. So
Well, actually, it's your feet are out of frame.
Oh,
That's
okay.
for the Patreon.
okay for Patreon.
You want feet pics?
Yeah, you and my Crocs. Subscribe to Patreon.
All right. Well, I think we've helped a lot of people.
I think so. I
think
hope I've changed your life.
You've changed mine, for sure.
You've changed mine too.
I'm gonna get a Costco executive membership.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't shop at Costco that often. You can just get the regular, the one gets you. And if you buy a Costco membership, it gets you into a Costco all around the world.
all around the world.
Yeah, so you go to Costco in Japan, you go to Costco in Korea, you go to Costco in Taiwan.
And they're everywhere.
They're all over the world.
Are they called Costco everywhere? Or do they have
Yeah.
different names?
They're called Costco all over the world.
Incredible.
So,
All right, you heard it. Is there anything you wanna plug or promote? Kimchi Chic.
Kimchi Beauty.
Go
I
get
also
it.
have a podcast called One for the Table where I host with my chef friend John Kong.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds so much better than this podcast.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh my god.
Not at all.
And then wait, what do? You talk about food?
We just talk about food every week.
I gotta listen. What kind of stuff are you talking about?
Every week we talk about different things. Sometimes we talk about recipes. Sometimes we talk about Indian food, or sometimes we talk about like the drama happening in like food content creator spaces. Oh my god, that was a tongue twister.
Yes.
So just anything.
Go find it.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. Okay. You've been listening to Sorry What. Thank you so much. Please call in with your problems. 516-900-4619. I love you. Goodbye.